Welcome to the next video by Daft Painter. Today we're going to be looking at a Mindstealer Sphiranx, or how you pronounce that. I'm just going to call it Sphinx, because that's what it's going to be. I'm going to use it for D&D, I think. I need this actually. I've been waiting for it for a while. So before we get into it, this cost me £20. I got this from Goblin Gaming. They're very nice. Sent a nice little chewy sweet in the box as well, so I recommend them. I always like chewy sweets. Cost 20 quid from them, which is a 20% discount. Games Workshop do 25 quid. It's the same price as the Orgoid Myrmidon that I reviewed a few videos ago. Similar same box as well. We'll do a few comparisons to him. I'll comment now that these were released at separate times. I would have liked for them to release them as all as one at the same time, and then do a discount bundle. So there's always the three of them, weren't there? There's the Fomoroid, the Sphinx, and the Myrmidon. I would have liked it if they released them all as one. So instead of it being £75 for three, they could have done it at, say, 60 or something like that, and you could get all three. But they haven't. I think that's an opportunity missed. I've decided not to get the Fomoroid in the end. I've got enough to do. Everyone has a backlog of grey plastic they need to get through, and I'm no different. Right, if I just get into this box. Okay. Right. Let's do the more boring stuff first. So it comes in a nice plastic wallet, as usual. Stat card, less points than the Myrmidon. Not an expert at Warcry, as you know, so I'm not going to comment on its viability or how meta it is. Let's go all the different languages for all the same thing. I just find the English one right at the top. There you go, you can take a look. To be fair, some of these look pretty cool. I know about Warcry, I know how it works. These look cool. This is more than just a fighter. This guy controls things, which is a really nice spin on any game, to be honest. Then you've got a little booklet. Shows you how to put it together. As usual, I'm not going to be using this when I like to review things. I like to see how easy it is to do without this. People enjoy ignoring this. I just think it's a fun exercise to do on video to show how easy it is to make. I also time it as well, so I can come back to that. It's actually quite a large base. I can't remember the exact size of this one. If you want to compare it to the Orgoid Myrmidon, I think I said in the review for this was a 40mm. I was wrong. I believe this is a 50mm, and this is clearly bigger, if you want it that way. So I'm looking forward to the size of this model. I always enjoy bigger models, and this is 2 sprues. And that's interesting, actually. So straight away, you've got twice the amount of plastic as the Orgoid Myrmidon for the same cost. Whether that's a good thing or bad thing, well, is your glass half full or half empty? Meh. I don't mind. And with this, there's multiple head options as well. There's one set of horns, another set of horns. And then there's one face, and those two go together to make another face. So this looks quite big, actually. That looks like it's going to be nice. After a quick count off camera, there are 23 parts to this model, including the base, which is a quite a healthy amount. I don't know if you at home count the parts to a model, but I always like doing it. I like to see what spares I have to kit bash with later. Right, I will build this and time it and get back to you shortly. Okay, so it's all finished. That took me 29 minutes and 33 seconds. Probably took me a little extra because I also built the other mane and horns, and the other face that goes on it. So a note about the face and the horns and the customization. The faces, this here and this one, they can go on either of these. Now this one has braids and the normal hair and horns that go down. This one has horns that go up and less braids, only 2. The faces can go on either, but the horns can only go on the certain mane or beard or whatever you want to call it. So for example, if you wanted these horns on this, you can't do it. You can't have these braids with these horns. Furthermore, you can't have this chest piece, which has a little eye, with these horns, this hair, and you're stuck with this chest piece instead. They're only minor details, but there are slight differences. Their manes themselves are slightly different. The main part is the horns. Luckily, the faces go on either. They are completely interchangeable. But there's only one way that goes together, and it's like this. None of the parts of this can go with any of the parts of this, excluding the face. And I've chosen this one, obviously. And I've glued this on. You can magnetize it if you want. I don't. Rules-wise, there's no difference. So I don't see the point in doing it. It's just whatever preference. So let's get them out of the way. What did I think of building it? I think the reason it took me so long was because I didn't use the instructions. I think half an hour, or 29 minutes and 33 seconds, is a bit on the long side for a model like this. If you want some comparison for sizes, that's the Ogroid Myrmidon. You see head and shoulders above him. It's actually a large model, which I like. That's Tempestus Scion. So yeah, it's a nicely sized model. I like that, but it took me 29 minutes to make. I've also noticed, I looked at the instructions afterwards to see how simple they were. The body, so the 4 legs, they go together in 2 pieces, like that. And then they have a stomach piece as a separate piece. You can kind of just see at the bottom there. It's a separate piece. So this is different to this. You have to put the stomach in first because it can't fit in between these legs here. And it has to come up through. Well, the instructions say to put that on last. So the instructions are wrong on that one. So just be careful of that when you build it. Other than that, the feet are a bit fiddly. Fine model. Mold lines easy to scrape off. And of course that 29 minutes 33 seconds included getting rid of mold lines, cleaning up the model. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. I'm going to be doing a painting tutorial on this quite soon. Right, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I do recommend it. At £20, I am more happy with this than I am with that. These both cost me £20, simply because this is a larger model. That's all. I tend to rate my models in how much plastic you get. So this I think is worth it. You know what I thought about this if you watch my other review. I'm looking forward to painting this one, and I'll see you again shortly.